Yeah, we're going to Blue Springs State Park. Welcome to Blue Springs State Park. Oh, look at that. We can join the Junior Ranger program. I always love coming into this park because they don't really trim the trees and stuff like that, keep it all natural looking. So Blue Springs State Park, by the way, we usually come here often during the winter time because this is where the manatees from the St. Johns River come for refuge. When the river temperatures get too cold, they come to Blue Springs Park because the springs stay a constant 72 degrees the whole year. And during the winter, you can get hundreds of manatees all in this one little spot. And you usually have like some steam coming off the water. Really, really cool stuff. We'll have to come back here again during the winter time and show you guys. And you can also stay here. They have cabins that you can rent for a night or a week, you know, if you want to stay on vacation, or you can camp. They have campsites that you can put up a tent and everything, and you know, with a campfire and all that good stuff with facilities here. It's a really, really pretty park. It's located in Orange City, Florida, which is in Volusia County, probably a good 40 minutes or so north of where the theme parks are. This is the super awesome parking lot. If you go into the woods out that way, there's a nice little nature trail. You can see a bunch of birds and probably bears and some other good stuff too. And over that way is a really old plantation house, which was the first house of the area over here that was used for folks as they used the river to bring goods up and down. So we're gonna switch over to the GoPro for you guys though. So we'll see you in a bit. What an incredible morning in the springs over here. We're going to walk around a little bit and show you guys what else they got to offer at Blue Springs. Got a little snack shop here. I don't think I've ever seen it open, but maybe I just haven't been here during the times that it is. So we're in the bathroom here. Here's a fun note. See this? Unlocked, locked. Yeah, you might want to have somebody stand outside. Look at this sign outside the bathroom. So these are all the things you can't do or you get a fine, right? So some of it makes sense. Don't molest, disturb, or pursue, which that's, I guess, self-explanatory. If you're going to molest a manatee, you don't want to feed them. This one's great though. Don't provide water from a hose. Where are we getting a hose and a spigot so you could put garden hose into a manatee's mouth? Hey, squirrel. By the way, they have cruises that go down the St. Johns River. We have not taken the cruise yet. There's one of the boats now, actually. Perfect timing. I've wanted to go on the boat, and I'm not sure, but they used to have glass-bottom boats here. I'm not sure if that's a glass-bottom boat or not. And you get to see the manatees when you're on the river and the alligators and everything else without having to actually get in the water. Hey, Mare.
What?
Can I ask you a favor? Also, like we showed you at Rock Springs, at Kelly Park, and this park as well, and pretty much all over Florida, alligators are a real deal here. So when you're swimming out there, don't think like it's safe like Disney-fied and they're not around, because they are around. You just gotta watch for them. By the way, this is about the manatees. The springs are always about 72, 74 degrees here, and during the wintertime, there's literally hundreds of them in this one little confined space. Here he is. It's a real life manatee. They all look like this. They all have palm trees on their stomachs.
And they all sparkle.
Isn't that cool? I love that even for his snout he has two different things. And his sign is completely missing. We love this guy. He used to be on the porch. They had a bunch of these things at one point. But it's really cool. Take a look out there. You hear all that?
Oh, look at them all.
Holy moly. So we're going to show you the Thursby house, which is up on that hill. It's a cool little museum. We'll go check that out in a second. Here's a little bit more about the Thursby house. So the person that had this house to begin with started here in 1856. And so this house has actually been here since 1872. And some of the additions were made in 1900. So you can get all that good information here. But this was the big port entry, which is now obviously not. But this was a big area for ships at one point. Oh, it's like so cool. So that second story that you read about back there that was added in 1900, you can't go up there. But you can see all these other little artifacts. Remember those little fans? I had one of those when I was a kid. Awesome. How old do you think that duck is? Look at my flip-flops, they're in the thing. No. This is what the setup used to look like. Another little stove area. And this is pretty cool. And this is the original deed to this land. So that's really incredible that they have this document still here in its original state. It's like having as much fun as manatees in a barrel. Mary laughs at everything. That's why we keep her around.
I know.
Here's a record of births and deaths. These guys are filming a movie over here, by the way. And there is the marriage certificate. And check out those blocks. Here you go. And another marriage certificate. That's crazy. Somebody married that woman. That's the crazy part. It was that dude, so maybe she wasn't so crazy. Or maybe he wasn't so crazy. By the way, this guy's from Brooklyn. Just like this one. What a coincidence. So that is the Thursby house. Pretty exciting. Very quick. You can do that tour in about 5 minutes. But it's pretty cool to check out some old stuff here in Florida when there's not a lot of old stuff to check out because we're all about building new stuff on top of new stuff. When we were snorkeling earlier, I was really hoping to see these guys. I'm going to try to zoom in on them. These giant fish are called gars. They're super cool to see up close. Look at how big that is. Hoping to get those on with the GoPro, but I think they're too smart to go near the populated areas here. Oh, there's the manatee again. See that? That guy is gigantic.
He's got the baby next to him.
Yeah, he's got the little baby, or she does. That's what I was so afraid of when the manatee was close to us earlier in the water, that it would become protective of the baby, and you know, water's kind of deep over where we were at. By the way, this is the eating area. They've got a full pavilion with a kitchen that has food, and you can barbecue. You got all these tables, so you can be here for the whole day if you're just coming for the day instead of camping like we do. Not camping, we come for the day, and you can rent tubes and just hang out. We're gonna walk up to the spring, show you guys what it looks like. Yay! This is pretty much the spring head. So, underwater there is a spring head that's constantly distributing water. Can't really get a good shot of it out here. Go jump in the water, man.
Yep.
There is a super crazy video that I've got to find and try to link below for guys to check out. A series of like 3 people that were just snorkeling and handing off a GoPro and going in between the spring and the rocks that are underneath there. I mean, it is super dangerous. That's why I'm certainly not going to do it, but it's worth checking out, so I'll put the link right below here. Here's another view of the spring head. Pretty awesome. And again, during the winter, when the manatees come, because they want to be near the warm water, this area is loaded with manatees. Oh, the humanity. By the way, this is what the spring looks like underneath. As you can see from the surface, all the way down. It's about 130 feet below where the water comes up from. That's pretty crazy, right? So Mary and I are now wondering what these guys were shooting in the house back there. I think it could possibly be a horror movie that they were filming. Could be. Kind of small place, but they were discussing different angles that folks could jump out. So, that squirrel likes to chew gum.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
So just so you should know, when you go hiking here, there are bears. It's hard to believe, where people don't think about them in Florida, but there's a ton of them. So these are the cabins that you can rent. You got a little firebox outside and a picnic table, and you get, I think they have 1 bedroom. You could probably check on the website for Blue Spring State Park, but there's a ton of good stuff. You could fit a bunch of people in there. Here's more of them. Yep. We've wanted to stay in one of those cabins for a long time, and we just never have. Every time that we've looked, we thought it might be really cool to do so, like maybe like a New Year's Eve or 4th of July type of thing. They're booked up. So if you're interested in them, I should let you know that they do book up pretty quick. Well, we're back home. I have taken a shower, and I'm going to cut the vlog here for folks so that if they want to just watch the Blue Spring stuff, you can just watch the Blue Spring stuff, and we'll see what else we get into today, and see if we shoot anything else. If we're not, you get the Blue Spring stuff. If so, you get a little bonus. But on that note, thanks for the likes, comments, subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks.